Good morning, guys. This is week 14, day 3, crossing the Jordan. So the spies had come, our two spies had talked to Joshua. He says, all right, Joshua, here's the thing. And they start telling him all about what happened, about Rahab. And then they told him the most important part. He says, God's given us the city. Jericho's ours. Even the people inside are afraid of us. And they're afraid of our gods. We could take it. We got this. So Joshua's like, all right, we're going. But we can't get across the river yet. Because this is the rainy season. And the river, it's not just flowing in its little banks. It's wide because of all the rain. So God, Joshua, he's like, I got a problem. I'll do what Moses did. So he prayed. And God tells him, all right, you get the priest, put the Ark of the Covenant, and that's how they carried it. Covered up on a stick. Just put the Ark of the Covenant. By the way, you can't touch it. That's a rule. You cannot touch the Ark of the Covenant. But they went in there and they said, all right, here. And he's like, you go and you stand out in the river. Walk out into the river and I will stop the river like I did the Red Sea. So Joshua tells the priest, gets everybody organized, and they're like, all right, we're going tomorrow. So they all go out there in the morning, priest get the stuff, and they start walking. And they walk it out there, and they go to step foot on the water. And they stepped on dry ground. And they stepped again, and again, and again. And then they get all the way out to the middle of the river. And they stood on dry ground, out in the middle of the river. All that's left down to the river rocks in the middle of the river. The river stopped and piled up in a big old heap. And the river had stopped flowing. This mighty river, this flooding river, stopped flowing. Just because two people stood out in the middle of the river carrying the ark like God had told them. So when they get there, Joshua gets the people and says, all right, grab your stuff, here we go. And he led them across the river. And then, Joshua's like, now, we're going to make a memorial here. We will always remember this spot that God let us in. That God was with us. So he says, all right, every one of you, I want a leader from each tribe. Go in there and grab one stone from the shore and take it out and put it in the river. And one stone from the river and take it out and we'll put it on the shore. So they grabbed their stones. They took the stones out there and made a big old pile over here. But they made a pile to mark the spot and said, God was this was our deliverance. This was our good thing. Which is a lesson in itself in that. Remember the good things. We don't need to focus on the bad. We remember the good. It's like, we don't need to focus on that 40 years of wandering when we were disobedient. We're going to focus on the good where God delivered us. God gave us a victory. Which is important to do. But they went and then the priest got out of the river. Took everybody across. And when they got back on the edge of the river banks, the heat fell apart and come rushing down. And the river started flowing again. So they went and they made camp on the Jericho side of the river. They're going to find out about what they do now. How they're going to get Jericho. Remember, because Jericho's a big city with walls. But we'll find that out tomorrow. But where was that? So let's see where they put it. I like the way they put it. God wants to be with us in our daily lives as well. All we have to do is invite him in. We're going to say, Jesus, I want you a part of my life. I want you to govern what I think how I think. I want you to be a part of everything. So, when we sat up there, and God was with Moses, or Joshua, God will be with us. So, yeah, remember that. And don't forget your victories. Remember all the good things, all the blessings of God. And I will see you tomorrow. We'll find out what we do now that we're in enemy territory. So, till then, see you tomorrow. Bye.